Hello learners, good day, welcome to class, welcome to biology with Omotayo. From our previous lessons, we've been able to understand the concept surrounding the classification of living things. We were able to look at the two systems of classification which was invented by carbon line, after which we further went on to look at the 5 system of classification which was invented by R.H. Whitaker, and we learned from those classes that this 5 system of classification is more preferred and is the one that is presently in use. Going by that, under the 5 system of classification, we came up with the 5 kingdoms, that is kingdom Monera, Protoctista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. Remember the rhyme? Monera, Protoctista, fungi, plantae, animalia. Yes, the rhyme. Thank you. And from that, we examined kingdom Monera, later went on to examine kingdom Protoctista, and so in this class today, we'll be looking at kingdom fungi, and I'll be tagging that as C, just like the previous. A was Monera, B was Protoctista, and so today we are having C, kingdom fungi. Remember, we said one of the lapses of the system introduced by carbon line was that he grouped photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic plants under the same umbrella, unlike in the case of R.H. Whitaker. For Whitaker, fungi, a non-photosynthetic plant, was given a unique kingdom. So, kingdom fungi, we'll be looking at key features associated with this kingdom. 1. Members of this kingdom are eukaryotes. They have a well-formed nucleus, a true nucleus. They have well-formed organelles with membrane and so on. In fact, a quick one, of all the 5 kingdoms as we were being given by R.H. Whitaker, only kingdom Monera have prokaryotic nucleus. That is to say, for Protoctista, the nucleus is eukaryotic, fungi, eukaryotic, plantae, eukaryotic, animalia, eukaryotic. Let's go on. Secondly, features still of members of kingdom fungi. Members of kingdom fungi may be unicellular organisms or multicellular organisms. Unicellular, with example like the yeasts, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, commonly used for our baking and for fermenting and so on. Or these members, they may be multicellular. Examples of multicellular fungi, we have organisms such as the mushroom, toadstool, and so on. These are not just the only members of this group. We have several others like Fusarium, like Rhizopus. We have others like the penicillium, we have rust, we have the bread mold, we have mildew, and a lot, aspergillus, and so on. But for unicellular for now, we are using yeast as our example, and for multicellular, we are using mushroom, toadstool, Rhizopus, and so on. Next, members of this group, they have structures, strand-like components. They have strand-like components, which we do refer to as hyphae. Okay, they have strand-like components, filaments, structures, thread-like, that we refer to as hyphae. Okay, hyphae is for singular, and when you have multiple, it is referred to as hypha. Okay, in same vein, all the hyphae of a single organism are collectively called mycelium. All the hyphae of a single organism are collectively called mycelium, which means you may equally be coming across the term mycelium when you are studying this organism. These organism or organisms under this kingdom equally do have multiple nuclei, that is multiple nucleus. So they have more than one nucleus. Remember earlier when we were looking at the kingdom Protoctista and we were looking at the animal-like Protoctista, that is the protozoan, we came across paramecium having 2 nuclei. But for our kingdom fungi here, we do have members with several nuclei, so not just 2. Next, members of this kingdom are usually referred to as saprophytes. Saprophytes, this simply means members of this group feed on dead, decaying organic matter. In fact, in ecology, we refer to members of the kingdom fungi as decomposers. They are always regarded as decomposers, the same grouping with bacteria in ecology. Why? Because they help to promote the breakdown of biological wastes. So they are referred to as saprophytes because they feed on dead, decaying organisms. The mode of nutrition for members of kingdom fungi is called saprophytism. Saprophytism. Organisms that feed on dead, decaying organic matter. And if that then is the case, that simply means they equally carry out extracellular digestion. Yes, for members of kingdom fungi, they carry out extracellular digestion. Secretions are being made to their substance, the decaying substance on which they are growing. These substances are digested and are then being absorbed. But not all are saprophytes. A few are parasitic as well, and some are equally symbiotic. Okay, the parasitic, parasite organism that lives on a host, and then they obtain benefits from the host without giving any benefit to the host. While in the case of the ones who are symbionts, for such, there is a mutual relationship where both the hosts and the fungi are benefiting. Okay, quickly, we'll be looking at the method of reproduction for members of kingdom fungi. Reproduction may be sexual or asexual. Okay, sexual or asexual reproduction. Okay, now take notes. They have multicellular, they have multicellular groups, and they have unicellular groups. And members of this kingdom, they have filamentous body. Okay, members of this kingdom can reproduce sexually or asexually. Lastly, members of this kingdom lacks chlorophyll. Members of this kingdom lacks chlorophyll. This is the reason why they cannot photosynthesize like other autotrophs. Hence, we refer to them as non-photosynthetic plants. A quick one, I'll be illustrating the diagram of one of the members of this kingdom. So, I'll be illustrating the diagram of a member, the Rhizopus stolonifera. Learners, so here we have diagram. Here we are having diagram of Rhizopus stolonifera, a fungi. We will label this together. As you can see, we have a root-like structure called rhizoid, a stalk called sporangiophore, okay, and then here a ball containing several developing spores called sporangium. Developing spores within sporangium called sporangiospore. At maturity, the sporangium explodes and the developing spores now mature are released, and so they are called spores. And then this is held on a neck head called columella. And as we discussed earlier, talking about thread-like components, yes, you can see the thread-like portion, the hypha. A collection of these hypha will give us mycelium. So we have our sporangiospore, sporangium, we have columella, we have spore, we have sporangiophore, we have hypha, we have rhizoid. This is the diagram of a member of the kingdom fungi. Learners, endeavor to revisit this video again and again so that you can gain mastery of this discourse. See you next class. However, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to share with your friends. Do not forget to equally like this video. Also, kindly leave your comments and questions at the comment section. Thank you. Do have a great day. Take care. See you next class. From the intricate working of the cells to classification of living things, from the mechanism